Hey guys, come back to you with another video. Today, I'm going to talk about the new pro teams after Roster Mania for CWL New Orleans. Sorry for the lack of videos, just haven't felt like anything's been worth talking about in the esport world relating to Call of Duty. And that's as well been the holidays. I've kind of had some other stuff to do. So, some of, I guess there's two confirmed rosters. Rise Nation, Looney, TJ, Haley, Gunless and Methods, and then Echo Fox. Well, no, Team Ricky, Decimate, Pharaoh, and Blastful. So Rise Nation replaced Aqua and Fenley. And to improve upon their top 16 placing at CWL Dallas. And they want to add some slaying power for Gunless and Methods. The team has a 10th seed going into the 2K. And they placed Rise Nation. They're still going for the top 8, so they're doing good. Relating to the 2K. And then Ricky's team as well. Ricky bombed out 17th to 32. With that, they still secured a spot for New Orleans. So we'll talk about that in a different video of what I'm expecting. Coming to that, to the teams that made it. And then an unconfirmed team. Saints, Assault, Facento, and Aqua, and Echo Fox. They placed top 16th. Ricky's team placed top 32. So Echo Fox, I guess they're confirmed now about the 2K. But I didn't expect that from them, from the team specifically. Because I felt like they would have a lot more slaying power for Aqua and Facento back together from when they're on Rise Nation. And Assault, I guess as an AR player, I don't really expect much from him. Because he did have those decent years as a jetpacker. And Ricky's team, Ricky decided to team with two young guys. With a bunch of young guys, because I don't know much about Decimate, Pharaoh, either Blastful. I know big S&D star. He was a big S&D guy in the S&D community in Black Ops 3. So that's going to be an interesting mix of guys, but they did qualify. So, as I mentioned, and then Enigma 6, General, Dashi, Senso, and Beevils. Enigma 6, I don't really know why they made the roster move, because they were going to be in prime position to qualify. For the league, but now they don't even have, they're not in position for pools. They didn't make it. They're going to have to fight through the open bracket, which General, Dashi, Sensor, and Beevils. I expect some stuff from this roster. I think Sensor, this roster, he's gonna bring some interesting. He's gonna bring some veteran leadership to the roster that they're gonna need. Just besides General, it's a pretty young roster, but I think Sensor's gonna bring some of that leadership to the roster, and hopefully help him qualify, because he did have that good placing at CWL Dallas. Ground Zero, Parasite, Study, Felony, and Logafin. The roster, they did qualify for pool, so see how that goes. An interesting mix of players: Logafin, Felony, Study, and Parasite. Like, they're pretty rosters a lot of veteran skill. So hoping that goes well with them. Because I'm expecting, from ground zero, I'm going to expect a lot when it comes to New Orleans if they get a good pool. Something like they did at Dallas, if they get a pool like that, I'm expecting them to go decently far. Because I think they placed top 16. Team Havoc, Havoc's having a rough start to boots on the ground. Havoc, Mosh, BO, Fire, and Legal. Interesting mix. Havoc picked. I just expect them to get a little higher quality players. Because none of those guys seem like he's going to end up succeeding with. And then Era, Proofy, Kinla, Clink, and Magzy. So that roster, who knows what they're gonna do? It's an interesting mix because they did play. Era didn't even play. Well, they placed top 32. They're gonna fight through the open bracket, but Era just has not had a great year, nor has Kinla with the start they've had, and I don't know what to expect from this mixed roster, this roster mix. And then Dito's team, Dito, Roald, Destiny, and Hugs. So I don't know what to expect from Dito and Roald. I can expect, hopefully they can do something, because Dito, he was on that C9 team in Black Ops 3 that had some decent to it. Dito's team plays top 32, but I expect with this type of team they have, they can probably make an open bracket run and hopefully get out of pools, get into a pool, and qualify and make a bracket run. I'm hoping, because if this event coming up is anything like Dallas open bracket teams, I expect a lot from the open bracket teams. But the teams here, the roster moves, that should be interesting with the Roster Mania coming after this event. I think teams making roster moves pretty interesting, to say the least. Better to make roster moves now to try and qualify early in the year than later, and to just start building up that chemistry at this point would be a lot better. Rise Nation's one of the teams in Enigma 6 are two of the teams I question the moves they made. I don't know if they're in the right mind. Just because those two teams, I don't know. I don't think the roster moves are going to essentially benefit them. So, who knows? What Roster Mania hasn't told us, just because every Roster Mania has something different for us. And it should make for an interesting event, because it should make an interesting event. Just say the least, because the teams, we're gonna have an interesting mix of players and just everything else. These roster moves and just building up, making an interesting Roster Mania, to say the least. That's gonna make up for an interesting league and CWL season. I'm just generally pretty excited about this. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a subscription about the esport news if you enjoyed. And I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed.